Super Kancheong style. Kancheong style, style. Super Kancheong style. Kancheong style. Super Kancheong style.
Are you the kind of Kancheong parent highlighted in this Children's Day video that has got even the Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong talking? He has been asking parents to be less Kancheong or uptight, to give their children a proper childhood with more play and less homework. But is it possible to have a carefree childhood given the challenges of parenting in today's world? We invited 3 parents, Dominic, Andy, and Susie, to join in this discussion today. First up, can you tell us more about your children and maybe your parenting style?
My parenting style very much is to impart values, because I believe that when you do impart values, regardless of situation, you can predict favorable outcomes that you want from the child.
For education is important because next time they might need to get a job or whatever. But besides that, we think that the moral part of it, to lay a good foundation for them so that they grow up to be responsible adults, that's also very important.
In the Singapore context, if anyone would be lying if they said that they're totally laid back about parenting and the challenges that we face, both as a parent and also in helping our children face the challenges of the education system. And like say, for example, during exam time, I would need to be a little bit more kancheong so that they can have a regular revision routine. But of course, during non-exam periods, it would be the right thing to do to let them relax a little bit more.
Do you think you're a kiasu or Kancheong parent?
I think I'm still kiasu at certain areas. I share what the other parents are echoing, although I say that, hey, you don't have to come in first in sports, but I always end off by also saying, hey, try not to come in last, I think there's this inertia to be afraid of failure.
I am a Kancheong parent also, but of course, everything in moderation. Maybe the phase whereby the Kancheongness come in will be when my kids first enroll for primary 1. It just happened that the popular school in our neighborhood happens to be nearest to us also, but because it's so near to us, so in a sense, we were worried.
Being a Kancheong parent doesn't come cheap. Are you ever worried about the cost or like saving for your children's future?
Between my wife and me, we have already agreed that we only cater out to your university. That has been covered by insurance, all these things already. Beyond that, after you finish your NS, you go out, you shouldn't be expecting any more.
It's really expensive to bring up kids in Singapore. And I think it's expensive because we made it expensive because of all these expectations that we have. So for me, how I manage cost is I would tell him there are things that we can negotiate on, and there are things that we cannot negotiate on. And the 3 things that we cannot negotiate on are basically school. He's quite weak in Chinese, so Chinese enrichment, as well as church.
Okay, so on average, how much do you spend on your child, like say a month?
Gosh, I haven't quite put a number to that.
I think we'll faint.
Yeah, I think we would. I think we would.
It's very costly. It's at least a good $3,000-4,000.
Possibly, yes.
It depends, If I think for people who send their children to enrichment almost every day, and some parents even send their children to 2 enrichment classes after school a day, I mean, the cost would be phenomenal. I've even heard of a parent who sent a child to a math tutor who cost like $21,000 over 1 year. We made a choice when we were going to have our first child that I would quit my job, and the financial opportunity costs, I think for these 11 years, have been extremely high.
With the rising cost of living, parents are feeling the strain on their finances. Find out what pressures parents face to provide enrichment classes for their children in the next clip.